All right, my Total Dog Vegas family. Hey, thank you for following us along for the walkthrough of the new Total Dog Pet Resort. We hope you enjoyed it. We can't wait to have you guys here visiting with your pets. It's going to be amazing. Going to have so many dogs here running around, just having a great time. So can't wait. 20 more days is the countdown. We hope to see you here on November 2nd. That's a Monday. Come drop your dogs off. So today we're starting something new. This is going to be our Kennel Side Chat, and this is episode number 1. The goal of Kennel Side Chat is just going to be able to answer your guys' questions, do some Q&A with my man Nick here, and also just kind of just talk dog, and just talk anything total dog. So got my man Nick here, and we're going to go through some question and answers.
How's it going, Total Dog fam? My name is Nick. I'm the video guy that's been behind Justin's YouTube stardom. You might recognize him from such YouTube blockbuster hits as Miller the Killer, or Teach Your Dog to Place,
Yes,
or 12 Foods That Are Dangerous for Your Dog. But no, it's been an honor working with Justin for the last 9 or 10 months now.
Yeah.
And it's been an honor working with you. And why? I guess the first question I could ask you is what brought you to the point where you wanted to bring on a video guy?
Well, I think we understand the value of video in today's day and age. No longer is it the time where just text and print really paint the picture. So we came to a point where we knew that we needed a professional like yourself, and we were lucky to find you and Jane, and super excited to work with you guys. It's amazing just the video content that we've been able to push out since partnering with you. I really think that video really paints the picture of what we do as dog trainers. You can read it in a book, you can read it in a magazine, but until you actually see someone do it, either in front of you live or on a camera, it's really hard to understand our process and how quickly we can rehabilitate and change dogs' lives.
Yeah, Justin really took what we've been preaching and ran with it. There's never been a better time to be on social media and to be putting out content. This the positive side of being in a pandemic still is the fact that everyone's sitting at home with their phones and they've got nothing but time to consume content. So I think that's one of the reasons why your videos have gone viral.
Right.
So, well, being that this is the first episode, I think this is a very fitting time for a lot of people to get to know you. I've gotten to know you over the last 10 months, but there's still things I find out every day about you that are fun and interesting. And I think the Total Dog fam would really love to get to know you a little more.
Yeah.
So if you're ready, you're in the hot seat. I'm going to run you through a couple questions.
Let's go. No pressure.
Tell us how you came to love dogs and how that evolved into an exemplary military career and now a flourishing business.
Definitely. So I think I always had a love and a passion for animals. I actually thought that I was going to be a marine biologist when I was in high school. So I used to volunteer at the Mystic Aquarium in Connecticut, and I really enjoyed it. I used to feed the sharks, and it was really interesting to me. But I was not the greatest student in high school, and now I enjoy learning. But back then, for some reason, I didn't care. I didn't think education was important. So that career path kind of died, and I decided to join the military because I knew I needed to do something better for myself. When I joined the military, I came in as security forces, which is essentially a MP for the Air Force. And quickly I realized that I could have a career with animals still in the military. One of the specialties for security forces is military working dog handler. And that's the bomb sniffing, drug sniffing, and the patrol dogs. And I was lucky enough to get selected for that in 2006. And I've been training dogs since then for the military. Me and a handful of my military working dogs have deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan. We've done some really, really cool things downrange. From there, I decided to further my education. I went to the Animal Behavior College just to learn a little bit more about behavior modification for dogs. I worked for some really good trainers and some really good dog training companies. And then I decided, well, why am I not doing this for myself? And that's when I decided to start this and start, creating a lifestyle, a brand, a fan club, if you will. And that's kind of where we're at now.
That's interesting that you went to continued education for that. What changed in your training throughout the advanced education you did at the college there? What changed in the style of training and in your philosophy for training?
I think of a lot of it was just the psychology driven things, so actual behavior. So there's a big difference between teaching a dog a command versus taking something out of them, like aggression or anxiety, anything like that. So there's a difference. There's a big difference between behavior modification and training a dog. You can get training at a lot of places, but it's really hard to find really good companies that are good at behavior modification.
So when you're on base, how many dogs are you typically in charge of, and are you in charge of training trainers as well, or what does your current status look like?
Yeah, so the military, most bases have anywhere between 6 to 8 dogs. Majority of them are just being trained to deploy, ready to go out. Do some outside the wire stuff for explosive detection. But yeah, also there's positions called kennel master and then trainer, which I've held both of those, which essentially you're in charge of all the dogs and all the handlers and educating them and making sure that they're up to a standard that they need to be in order to be combat ready.
At what point did you realize that you could transfer your experience in the military and your experience with the dogs into a flourishing business here in Las Vegas?
I think I've been blessed. I've been lucky enough to be surrounded by some really good trainers throughout my military career, and a lot of those are on our staff now. Two of our trainers, both Matt G and Matt T. I've met both of them in the military. They're both military working dog handlers. Both have now gotten out of the military, and now they're employees of ours, a part of the Total Dog family. So I think I've just been lucky enough to be around those, and we have a different mindset. Military people have a different mindset. Extremely dedicated to work, extremely dedicated to perfection, and it's nice having people like that on your team who are going to make sure that not only do they have my back, they have the back of the company, and they have what's best for the client and their dog always at the forefront.
That kind of leads us into our next question. So you mentioned that you had a chance to work in the military with a few of your trainers. You've brought on board since then several more trainers. Can you give us some examples of how you train the trainers and how you ensure consistency among all your trainers? That way, every client is receiving the Total Dog model.
Right. Yeah, no, that's a good question. So a lot of people that we hire, we want to make sure that they already have a really good foundation of what we're looking for. So we're very specific on what we're looking for during the hiring process. The military people already kind of have that background, what we need. But some of the more recent hires have already had a really good foundation of training, psychology, dog behavior, and then all we have to do is just mold them to be a total dog trainer. And the best way for us to do that is really just have them ride along with our master trainer, which is Matt T, and just watch what he does. And then when they slowly start feeling more comfortable inside people's homes, inside the clients' homes, then they just start on their own. Most people, it only takes 2 weeks, 3 weeks to get them spun up to that. Our last trainer that we hired was Jen, who a lot of you have already know about Jen and her background. But she has a background of training multiple animals, not just dogs. She trains sea lions, dolphins, horses, dogs for service work. So she's very well-rounded when it comes to not just dog training, but actual animal training. So she already had a really good background. And that's one thing that we also look for on our team is people that we can all learn from. So I'm not the expert, even though I have the title dog boss and I have the title owner. That doesn't mean that I know everything when it comes to not only business, but dogs, animals. So we look for people that we can learn from as well. And Jen is one of those that we've taught her a lot and how to be a total dog trainer, but she's also helped educating our staff and our clients as well in more ways than one.
That's outstanding. So you guys routinely do continued education amongst the team then?
Yeah, so we always have at least once a month, sometimes twice a month, we all meet up as a team for either team meeting, team training, or out and about. So those are all opportunities for us as a team to all get together and just focus on, bettering ourselves and bettering the Total Dog family.
Well, that's outstanding because as you know, as the business grows, you're undeniable as a trainer and you're undeniable as of the touch you're able to put on these dogs. Everyone wants a piece of Justin, so it's nice to know that each one of these people that are, or each one of your trainers that are out in the fields is following the total dog model and can deliver that same experience there, because
100%.
otherwise it'll spread you too thin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
So
sure.
you can focus on building the business, building the empire here, and
Right.
serving more people.
Yes.
Well, that kind of leads us into our next question. So aside from working with yourself and Melissa, one of the first points of contact that people are going to have when they connect with Total Dog is Ty. Now, I understand Ty has played a pretty integral part in the business. Can you kind of explain how you came to find him and what exactly his role is?
Yeah, for sure. So Ty is our director of operations. He's in charge of all the majority of the consultations, the sales. He really is, besides the initial phone call that comes into the office, he is the first person that people come in contact with. Ty is really, really good at speaking. He's really good at understanding what the major issue is that's happening inside the house when he goes into the clients or the potential client's home. And he's really good at helping them understand and documenting a plan to move forward to hit all their goals. When we go to a lot of people's houses, they have some severe problems. Their dogs are maybe not ruining their lives, but their dogs are destroying their furniture. Their dogs are causing issues in their house. They're being a little too rambunctious around their kids. They're biting family members. Some of these are very serious things, and Ty's really good at getting to the core of the problem, helping them understand that it's not the end of the world. This can be fixed. The amazing trainers at Total Dog can solve your problems. And he's really good at comforting them and making them feel like there is hope for their dog. We always say that there's no dog that's impossible to train. We feel that we can help any dog in any situation. The length of time may differ, but there's no bad dog in our eyes. Some dogs just have had difficult lives or have been treated the wrong way, and we just need to get to the root of the cause, and Ty's really good at helping with that.
Well, it's definitely a testament to the service you guys are delivering. One of the things that's been consistent across all of the clients that we've worked with, whether it be in an out and about or filming these documentaries, they've all praised you guys on how good you guys do at not only training the dog, but also training the owners, so they feel empowered. So it's not just a drop off. It's not a hands off service. It's continued education, and that's just been consistent among all the clients. So phenomenal job. What would you say is the kind of the most common request when you guys field incoming calls? Like, I need help. What is the most common request that clients hit you guys with?
I think walking, dogs pulling them down the street is always a big issue. I say that's one of the biggest ones. That destruction inside the house, and then aggression. I think that people have come to learn that we're the experts in the field of aggression rehabilitation. Not every dog trainer that you come across is going to deal with that. It's challenging. You have to have a lot of patience, and obviously there's a risk involved in it. So we've become the expert in Las Vegas for those things, aggression rehabilitation, whether it's human or dog aggression. So we do get a lot of requests for those things, and we love the challenge. We love challenges. It's great to teach a dog to sit and down and some of those things, but those are our basics. And we like a good challenge at Total Dog. We really like, because you also see the biggest results, and you also have the biggest impact when you rehabilitate a dog that has aggression. So definitely pulling, jumping, destruction, and aggression. I would say those are the 4 big ones.
Is there such thing as an untrainable dog? Have you been broken before yourself, or is it just a slower process with certain dogs?
I've never got to a point where I said that I could not train a dog. Again, we have a team of professionals. So if I can't figure it out, then Matt can figure it out, and vice versa. Like as a team, as a collective team, we're going to figure this out. And the best dog trainers, in my opinion, are problem solvers. That's what we do. We are problem solvers. And you have to train the dog that's in front of you. It's almost like an art. There's an art to dog training. And you have to change your tactics. If you don't change your tactics and your methods, it's going to be really hard to fix certain dogs. And I think that's where a lot of other dog trainers struggle, is that they're so stuck inside a box and they're only used to using one method or one tool, that when it doesn't work with that dog, then they throw their arms up and they quit. And that's not how we do things. If one method or one technique doesn't work with that dog in front of us, Then we're going to brainstorm. We're going to come back to it, and we're going to try a different method until it does work. And a lot of it's just patience. Like you said, it's going to be time. Some dogs you can fix their aggression or their behavior issues real quick. Other dogs is going to take 3-4 months. So just being real patient, setting a clear expectation for the owner, I think is very important as well, and letting them help them understand that this is going to take time. It's going to take patience, and it's also going to take a lot of effort on their part, the dog owner's part, because we can't do it all. Because once I hand that dog back off to the dog owner, I need to make sure that they can handle that dog still.
That's outstanding. So what can people expect as we take things to the next level here with the resort here? I know you're delivering exemplary service out in the field. What kind of offerings do you have in store here at the pet resort?
And we're so excited, Nick, for the next part of this business journey. As you know, we consider ourselves the expert in the field of dog training, and it's not going to be any different when it comes to pet care. The name Total Dog, when we first came up with that name, we had a bigger picture in mind. It was never just dog training. Dog training was the start, but the word Total Dog actually, that encompasses the total dog, right? And what that means is not only do we care about the dog's training, we care about everything about them. We care about their health. We care about their well-being. We care about the way that they've been taken care of. More times than one, do we help dogs owners help their dogs lose weight? Do we switch their dog food? Do we recommend a better vet for them? And all that is just making sure that the dogs under our care are getting the best service, not just dog training wise, but anything dog related. So that's kind of our goal moving forward with the pet resort, is for us to continue that theme and to have people feel comfortable that when they drop their dogs off to our doors here at the pet resort, that there's nothing for them to worry about. The dogs are going to be taken care of, top-notch service. The dogs are going to have great time here. They're going to have fun with other dogs. Our employees are going to not only be experts in pet care and pet handling, but they're going to have first aid skills. They're going to have canine CPR. They're going to have everything. So when the dogs are dropped off here, we don't want the owners to worry about anything. They should just drop their dogs off, be excited, know that the dogs are going to be taken care of, have a great time, and then when they come pick them up, they can continue their lives with their dogs. So we just want to be the one-stop shop for all things dogs and just be the expert, not only dog trainers, but now boarding, grooming, daycare. And we're also going to offer, we're going to be selling some of the premium dog foods that we recommend out of here, some of the toys and things like that we recommend, anything that we recommend that will help their dogs, whether it's nutrition, bathing, anything like that. We're going to offer that out of our store now as well.
Wow, it truly is a total dog experience here. And when do doors plan to open?
20 days. So ribbon cutting is on the 1st of November, and then the actual first day the doors will be open is the following day. So Monday, the 2nd of November, 7 a.m.
That's outstanding. So the reason we're sitting outside of Total Dog Pet Resort here is because the place is literally still under construction. So we're sitting out front. Tell them exactly where this is located, because we're definitely by a major junction here of freeways. You can hear the noise in the background a little bit, but where are we located?
Yeah, so we're at 95 and 215 intersection in Centennial Hills. We're actually in the Target Plaza. It's 6400 Sky Point Drive, Las Vegas, 89131, and we're Suite 150. But yeah, this is really a prime spot. This is a major shopping center, and there is 2 major highways right here, so easy on-off access. And we hope that a lot of people on the northwest side, the north side of Las Vegas, start bringing their dogs here.
Well, we look forward to meeting all of you guys. And as we progress this Kennel Side chat, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to DM us, email us. We want to get to know Justin better. We want to answer your dog training questions. So feel free to submit those, drop those in the comments, and we'll be happy to answer those in coming episodes. Anything else you want to add to the viewers?
No,
Kennel Side chat number 1.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I appreciate you doing this with me, Nick. This is fun. We're gonna continue doing these. We'll find a good battle rhythm, whether it's a couple times a month, once a month. But I guess really depends on the demand and how much our viewers enjoy this and like this. But I want to be able to answer their questions and really just have open conversation. Maybe we'll get to the point where we can do this live a couple times so people can throw in some questions on the spot as we're filming and kind of throw a different dynamic to it. But we got a lot going on. We're 20 days away. This is crunch time for me in the business, and it's time to get back to work.
I love it, brother. Train hard.
Yeah, train hard.